Hello, I'm MJ and I'm your Atlas to Life. Today is Tuesday and my Tuesday tarot card readings are for the collective. We are the chosen ones. And this message is intuitive, but it is guided by source. Okay. My personal readings are available for $30. Whatever you want, any type. Email me at em3dj3@gmail.com and we can set something up. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so for the cover, which is the core of the current situation, we get the Seven of Swords. This card is about subterfuge. It's deceit used in order to achieve one's goals. Think about your current situation. Think about your life. Are you deceiving others? I really doubt that. To meet your goals? Or are others deceiving you and they're just gonna use you for what you're worth while they can and just get rid of you at the drop of a dime like that when they're done with you? Keep that in mind. Okay? Now, the obstacle is the Chariot card. And this card comes in reverse. So both of those are sevens. Keep that number fresh in your mind. The Chariot, for me, right now, is telling us that what the challenge is, you know, this is the cross, right? And so we may be stuck in situations that we know we need to leave behind. And then for the Crown, which would be our desires and aspirations. This is also the objectives. Here we get this Four of Swords. So think deep and long and hard about this, because the main meaning in this card is stability of mind. So what we need and what we have earned on our own is this stability of our minds, within our minds. And like the feel that I get here is that others are pulling this strength from you or trying to maybe undermine it in a way. But so that's why it comes as a, you know, a desire, because I mean, obviously you have obtained this, and no matter how much you're tested, you're not going to lose it. But that's just the universe, you know, making you wish you didn't have people bothering you that were trying to take that away from you. Now let's look at the foundation. And this is what you have like basically going for you. So it's your resources, your roots. These are the centering forces. So it's the energies being pulled to you because you're tough enough to handle them. And here we get the Five of Swords. Also an upright card. For me, this means that the cruelty being done to and around you, it's the type of thing where you're learning lessons from it. Lessons that you've already learned, but what you're actually doing is helping others learn lessons. And that word is the word that sticks out the most to me here, that word cruelty. Almost like they or somebody may be sort of cruel to you. And this is actually a resource for you. It's the foundation of why you were put on this planet. I want to say you're tough enough to handle it, but that's not going to be something that's lasting in your life. It just means that right now, the ones that need healed the most, you know, they're going to be drawn to your energy. And you don't have anything to worry about. But let's address that. Let's look back into the past. And so for the past, we get this Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands, you know, when you're looking at the events with hindsight, and this card is reversed, it says that you may have been feeling, you know, boxed in. I feel like at times you felt like the walls were closing in on you. But this card is backed up with the 7. This is our third 7, by the way. And so I'm feeling like it's somewhat linked with the current situation and the future, because back then you were waiting for the results that, you know, haven't really occurred yet. And even though we're producing a lot of results now, we're still kind of in this waiting mode. And that's the feel that I get here. For the future, we get the Hierophant, and that's number 5. I like to look around at the cards, especially in this deck. We've got 5. There's a 5 in the Chariot. There's a 5 in the first card in this section. There's a 5 here. So there's a 5 on every card except for the Page. Powerful. Okay, what does the Hierophant say to me about our future? Well, for me, it's all about spirituality. And it tells me that you are blessed, you are a chosen one, Trinity. Now, to consider the self, and you know, this is our attitude, this is our stance on life. We get the 3 of Cups. This 3 of Cups is joy shared with others. Where do you find the most joy? If you're anything like me and you're living out your life purpose, I find the most joy and pleasure in my life when I'm sharing things with other members of the collective. Nobody like you guys, nobody like us can make us vibe high together. It's unbelievable. So we have something very strong going for us, and we're definitely collaborating on this. And our feelings, you know, and the way, these are our new senses. It's a beautiful thing. You know, and then if we can look at them. So for them, this is the other. If this was a love reading, you could consider this the other person. But since it's for the collective and us chosen ones, let's consider people that are not chosen to work for the universe, or that they're just not open to it yet. And they get this Queen of Swords. And what is the Queen of Swords? She is clear she's clear thinking. She is straight to the point, right? Always follow these up with another card when a card comes. And the card we get here is the Nine of Pentacles. So what's important for them, for the world around us, outside of us, is that it's very important for them to take some time out for themselves. But maybe they're not open to that right now. And I guess that would mean that, like, our job is to show them that it's okay to do that, that they need to do that. In fact, for the well-being and good of everyone. So work on that this week. And let's look at hopes, fears, all that jazz. These are our emotions and feelings. And this is what's regarding that original situation. And the situation was some type of deceit being used in order to achieve one's goods. And I feel like when I look at these cards all together here and now, the main vibe I get is that, like, the others, they don't like it that we make each other feel good, that we're happy to help, that we're here trying to fix the planet. I think that they're feeling like they're not part of our group, and it's making them a little bit resentful. And so, we're stuck in situations with people like that, and we're not really leaving it behind. So maybe these are some points that we should really consider, because it's absolutely stealing the stability of our minds that we've earned, and it's cruel to treat us that way. And in the past, we were feeling boxed in and waiting for these results that hadn't come yet. But we don't have to feel like that anymore. And I think we're starting to realize that, everybody collectively. So, in the future, just like we knew back then, and like we know now, this spirituality is first and foremost. We were chosen to be here on this planet right now for a reason. We are the blessed ones. Blessed ones, So that's what I'm seeing here. Luckily, we have this joy that we're sharing with each other. But, the other people are telling us that they're the ones who are right. And, they're trying to pull in a bunch of negativity because they don't like it when we feel good. And they're not taking the time in their life for themselves. They still think they need to get something from, like, other people in a different way than we do. Okay, so moving right along. Sorry. I'm just getting the read. For hope and fears comes the Moon card in reverse. And I didn't like it when I saw it, and it's why I went through the other stuff, just to, verify what I was reading here, because this is nightmares. It's how we feel about a lot of the things that are going on around us in, like, within us right now. And we're reminding ourselves constantly, love them anyways. You know, throw positivity back in their face. But it's kind of a nightmare. You just have to keep in mind that the universe needs you to be experiencing the things that you're experiencing in the most profound way. So just hang in there. I mean, we're going down the path. We're not quite there yet. And it's how. It's the only way that we can heal certain others, right? But, you know, things are about to change, is what I think. Now, the outcome for the, you know, how the situation is evolving, we get the King of Swords. And with the King of Swords here, in this spot, it's in reverse. Oh. Excusez-moi. I always throw them down once and get a read. But it's in reverse, just like that moon card. And it talks about that mental instability again. So, you know, that's the progression of this right now currently. It's the end of October, but this is a timeless read for anybody who finds it. And when it finds you, it was meant to find you. So, it's what's being thrown at us. It's people who are trying to take that stability from our mind. And you really have to think about that. Like, those are tests from the universe. We're showing them that we're strong enough to be basically warriors for the cause of all that is good and right, for the justices in this planet. You know, we're helping other people come and work through this judgment day. And you can't expect that to be pretty in every way. So they're going to try and test us, and we're passing the test over and over and over, which is making us super powerful and super strong. To follow that one up, then we get the King of Pentacles, which is, you know, also in reverse, like laying about like that. And for this card to come here, it talks about a spendthrift who cares nothing for the value of money. And this can be us, because money is not our repertoire. We're feelers, we're healers, we're light workers. We don't like that we have to even consider money as a factor when we're doing our jobs for the planet and the universe. To us, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So there's many people that are going to take advantage of that fact. And both of those being court cards, you know, I followed them up as well. Let's see, the Death card came here. I like to lay them about that angle on all the cards. This one is, you know, in the way the cards are laying. I'll lay it like this because this one came upright. Okay, you know, that's number 13. And it's facing the Trinity on the Hierophant's, you know, being, his presence, his blessing. This Death card, you know, it's a slow and steady march. This is old systems being tossed aside. And really, when you come to think of it, we're the ones who are having it our way, right? And that's exactly what this 7 of Wands represents. So, you know, we're willing to put up with some stuff now, and we should be, because we're the ones who get it our way. We're the ones who know what's coming in the future. We don't have anything to worry about. And we can understand that each of these situations that we're being put in now, it's the final tests. And I pulled these cards from my Luminance Spirit deck here. And what these cards are, for me, it's the light on the matter, it's the light on the subject. Up here in this corner, I got this Five of Swords, right? So this card's about facing a strong challenge. The reason you're facing challenges as strong as you're facing is because you are passing the tests. And so you're more capable of healing the difficult cases. I don't know if you've ever had jobs where they said, well, we need her in this place, you know, and you thought, oh, geez, it's going to be a lot of work, and it's not, like, worth it. But then you sat there and you thought nobody else could handle it but you. And we just keep proving it. There's so many judgments, Judgment Day type scenarios, and it's not really going to stop until 2021. And it's not really going to fade away completely until, you know, that Fool, because, you know, this is 2020, it's judgment. 2021 is completion. But they're linked together, and the Fool card comes for 9 years after 2021. So next here, I don't know if I should lay it on those ashes. I think I will. From our incense burning. It's the Three of Pentacles. So what are we learning? Or I suppose you could say teaching them. We are teaching them teamwork. And within ourselves, we're learning how to collaborate together. And, you know, they're watching. That's why they're resentful and kind of, you know, angry. But what we're doing is very important because we are building the framework to the new world, the way that it's going to be. So, you know, don't take that for granted. You're doing great. And I thank you. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And this one, this is us basically ushering in this warm and loving home, you know, the new earth, right? And that one gets followed up with the 10 Pentacles, which is right over all this mess here. And so, you know, we're leaving a legacy. And this inheritance, you know, the world, you know, what do they say belongs to the meek inherit the world or something like that. And we're just passing that right along. For them. Because I don't think we're going to stay here after the place changes, right? You and me and all of us other people, we're going to go back to our places out in the universe. But, you know, the meek inherit the world. And I think that refers to Earth. But they can't get it without us. They need our help. You know, this is a culmination card. We're doing it for them with love because we were chosen, because we are lovers. We are compassionate, it's the word that's coming to my mind, as well as, you know, steadfast, hardy workers. We do it for love. Okay, the last card of the Luminous Spirit deck that I pulled is the Three of Cups. And so the Three of Cups is coming together. It's basically the coming together of like a joyous group of friends. We are all here now on this planet. It's crazy. It's so cool. I have so many people that get a hold of me and say, like, you look so familiar. How do I know you? And I don't want to say this, you know, certain things to certain people, but it's because we're from the same planet. And I know that, right? I'm from Sirius A. And so my voice is familiar. It sounds like home. My my looks and everything. We're recognizing each other, and all these people are coming into our life for reasons. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. It's so wonderful to be alive here and now in 2020. And that's why you have to stay present, because you don't want to miss a thing. I don't. I'm enjoying every moment, every blessed moment. I'm super thankful and grateful. Now the 6th card here of the Major Arcana comes for the Lover's card. It just kind of plopped out, and I had to include it in the reading. So you and I, we are angels of healing. The Sacred Trinity has been invoked within us. And the last card is I'm looking at it because I like that card so much. It's the 8 of Wands. This card is speech. It is light. It is electricity. It is energy of high velocity. Yeah, that defines us pretty well, right? We're the ones who are capable of, being active enough. And as we are approaching this goal, our planet needed us here. We're getting the letters, the messages, and we are people who don't have to be exactly like the norm. And so we're able to be bold enough to share this kind of stuff in ways that other people can receive it. And you know what results with this card? Freedom for all. Pretty amazing. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this reading. If you did, it was meant for you, and it was meant for me. Don't miss my other videos. On Mondays, I do meditations that are astral projection. They're, out of your body. And this week we went to a cabin, your cabin. And the theme ended up being Write the Book. Now today I do these collective readings for the chosen members of the collective, which we're all chosen members. And I honestly think that even people that don't associate with being part of the collective or chosen ones are chosen too for their specific roles. On Wednesdays, I do a quick chakra balancing and aligning and cleansing meditation, and I follow that up with a 2-minute yoga flow dance. On Thursdays, my tarot on that day is it's a channeled message, and it's from your person. So, that has some varying topics, but it's basically a love reading. Although I'm thinking we should all stop worrying about that love, and that's when we get it, or maybe we don't need it in a different way now, because we're here to work for a bigger love than that. On Fridays, I do an informational video for the collective. And so that video is whatever I'm guided to share. And it's up-to-date information. I'm passing it on to you from my guides to yours. I love it when people let me know what they think and what they want to talk about for those videos. So share that with me if you're willing. And we'll discuss it on Friday. On Saturdays, I do the twin flame reads, and I usually do several. On Sundays, I do a 3-pose yoga meditation, and it's usually like a 5-minute video with 3 different yoga poses in it, and we just show our thanks and our gratitude for our guides and for the universal assistance that has been passed through us, and we release any negative, vibes or energies that we picked up along the way while we were healing all week long. All right, like this video and subscribe to my channel. My email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. Send me an email if you're interested in scheduling a personalized reading. I do them for $30. So a low cost to you, and we can spend hours for that price because I'm being given people on this planet who need to hook up with me. So we're all guided, and the synchronicities are unreal. But that's the thing, they are real. I'm glad to be noticing them. Okay, stay grateful, stay thankful, and we will all be blessed collectively. So much love and peace and light. Namaste from me, MJ, your Atlas to life. Stay bright. I like your vibes. Also check me out on TikTok. I just started doing that. It's super fun. Of course, I'm on all the other social media sites too, listed below. Also listed below is the playlists for all of my different artistic creative outlets. Enjoy. See you next time. Peace. I'm out. Love you.